perspective. Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Adam Roth. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like a blackout reading because I this was like a download that I got earlier today. So I was scrolling through YouTube and I came across this video. Right, I'm gonna put it in the description box at the and below. But basically, it was talking about the Brady list, right? And I don't know, like when you guys are going through spiritual warfare, or whatever it may be, um you may have felt like, there was somebody who had some power or authority that was, behind the whole situation. Well, a couple readings ago, I was telling you guys about a police officer who was abusing well, I should say, yeah, a police officer who was abusing their power to get people to sleep with them, right? Well, in that reading, I was talking about how it was on file that this person was doing X, Y, and Z or whatever, and that complaints have been filed against this officer, whoever this officer is. Well, come to find out, it was the Brady list. So there could be an officer who is or was on the Brady list that found a loophole or a way to get off of it. Whoever this officer is, they've been using their power and authority to get off the Brady list. That's what it is. That's what it's called, the Brady list. If you're not acquainted with it, basically when you catch, like, say if an officer breaks the law or lies under oath about certain stuff, and you catch them and you have proof to prove that this person lied, you can press charges against them and have them put on the Brady list. Because what happens is when they try to, prosecute other criminals or other people and stuff like that, by their names being on the Brady list, they can't be a witness of whatever happens. So they could watch a crime happen, but they have to have other forms of evidence other than their own eyewitness testimony, because somebody has been relying on that to basically press charges. I mean, to convince different stuff to happen. So this ties into the second part of the message. The second part of the message has to do with the terrorist watch group. So basically, the reason why this is important is because whoever this person is, if they're a federal officer or somebody on the state level, basically this person was trying to get someone put on a terrorist watch list so that they can they can do warrantless investigations on you as much as possible. Because I don't know, that's as far as I got with everything. So basically what happened is um they were trying to basically, it's like this: somebody in the situation was illegally performing search and seizure, um performing illegal search and seizures on you. Okay, so that means that they could have been going through your phone. They could have hacked your phone, went through your phone. They could have hacked your email, going through your email. They could have been using x-ray devices to look through your home. They could have been using listening devices to go through your home, listen to what you had going on and stuff like that. That kind of thing, right? Now, somebody got caught with it, and in order to justify it, that's where the spell work was coming in. There was somebody who they were trying to pay people to do different stuff to you to trigger you so that you could get put on a terrorist watch list, or you'll do something illegal so that they can get a warrant to make right what they had been doing this whole time. Because legally, they're not supposed to be able to spy on you or use these devices to tap your phone and stuff like that, because what it does is it taps into everybody's phone around you. You see what I'm saying? It taps into everybody's phone. So it's not just spying on you, it's spying on everybody too. You see what I'm saying? I for sure had a situation like this where it came up, and I spoke about it in the previous readings, but it didn't make sense until today. Today, I was watching that video, and what happened was one day I was at home, and somebody's information got sent to my phone one day. I thought it was like an airdrop or whatever, but basically it was just this young boy who lived nearby, and it showed him taking a photo of a man at the gun range. Okay, and then I had already had a dream that those two were intimate together. Okay. And I had also had a dream that the same man that he was sleeping with had walked around my house with a dog. So basically, my Fourth Amendment right was violated, and that's why I'm urging you guys to also be aware, because legally they're not supposed to be able to walk around your house with drug dogs and stuff like that without a warrant. And that's basically what this is about. There's an officer or somebody in power that did warrantless searches on you, and they're trying to justify it by either trying to trigger you or trying to prove that you're what is that unstable emotionally, mentally, or whatever it may be, or even trying to find somebody emotionally unstable and saying that they were responsible for what this person was actually doing, because they can't risk getting put back on that Brady list again. So that's basically what the message is today. Um, yeah, that's basically the message for today. Beware and be careful, because there's definitely somebody who is in power. Well, not necessarily in power, but they have some kind of authority where they have access to certain stuff. But basically what happens is with this monitoring device, what they were doing is they would like try to basically hack your phone. Now, the reason why it's well, technically it's legal, but not legal. And the reason is because they have a clause where they're not allowed to go on the stand and disclose everything that these devices are able to do. You see what I'm saying? They're not supposed to go on the stand, because once they go on the stand and say what everything that these devices can and have been used for, it will give definition to the device and allow Congress to actually pass law and litigation against that. And that's what they're trying to avoid, to keep it broad and open-ended so they can abuse it as much as they want to do whatever they want to do. I didn't pull cards on it today, but I will pull cards on it tomorrow to find out exactly what all it's capable of. One aspect of it that I do know that it's capable of is pinging your device. And essentially what that does is they'll send out scam alerts, scam calls, fake emails, stuff like that to your phone, to get you to open it up or respond or whatever, and then they clone your phone, or they have some kind of way to like look through your data and clone your phone and stuff like that. So if you are getting spiritually attacked and stuff like that, and you start noticing that there's a lot of incoming calls and scam calls and stuff like that, don't answer it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't answer it. You know, I believe, and it was wild, because for the longest I had thought that somebody had actually put a camera in my house, because like I say, I have clairaudience. And what happened was, one day I was throwing something away, but I didn't have a trash bag. I had did something else. And then I heard a little girl giggle like, he put the trash over here or whatever. And I'm just like, what? And then that right there let me know something was going on. At first I thought it was like a little telescope, but it's not. Basically, law enforcement, there's a law enforcement agent or somebody who's in law enforcement that has been abusing the not just law enforcement though. I think it's like first responders, law enforcement, federal agents, stuff like that, who have access to this kind of equipment to spy and look through walls with x-rays and stuff like that, and use listening devices. One of them is called it's one where they put it up, it's Stingray, I think, or something like that, where they put it up against the wall and basically it sends a pulse out and it lets you know who's behind that wall and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, basically that's the message for today. I know this is a live, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. All right, I'm gonna catch up with you guys later. I love y'all all, and peace.